I think it must have been something in the air last night.
What?
Because I did the same thing to my wife last night. I go, God told me you're supposed to sleep with me.
And how would that work out?
Oh, she fell asleep. And I kept crying, saying, I think God told me you're supposed to sleep with me.
We are back. Another episode, Paul. We keep making it each week.
Just some normal guys on podcasts.
Some normal guys acting normal, right? Just a normal dude on a podcast.
It's been a funny morning so far. Had some good laughs.
What's been funny?
We
We don't even. Yeah, I think we always laugh.
That is true. We do laugh a lot. We do.
Here comes a Paulism. That's true. We laugh a lot.
We laugh until we overflow. We laugh until we overflow today.
You know what? Since this is a podcast and there's going to be people ready to laugh at you, we're not going to cut that. Otherwise,
did I say overfull? It might be
one of those high up ones. We're cutting that because it sounds so stupid and we're worried.
But it's I said overfull accidentally. It's overflow is the real term, but it's like
no. I think everyone out in the stratosphere knew what you were talking about.
I
think they know it's overflow.
But yeah, talking about.
You know what? As I'm saying this, and I said it was stupid and whatever. I'm wondering, maybe because of our relationship, people don't know it, if I'm considered like a bully to you.
Oh, my heart's never felt that.
No, okay. I know you don't feel that, but do you think people think I bully you?
No, I think people don't realize we kind of have we have a brotherly relationship.
100%.
I'm one of those guys that I feel very safe. I'm one of those guys that like
you're just like one of those normal guys on a podcast.
A normal guy that has to stay between the lines. You have to help me stay between those lines.
I do feel like
we've talked about
it's
that.
Almost
you
like
and my
coloring.
wife. Some people would say like, "Oh, that feels control." It's like, no, it feels good. Like we need people in our lives. Like if we know our downfalls. I need control, people. I need control.
Bro, I need to control you. When you're talking about coloring between the lines, it's almost like a little kid that is going to get graded and you know they're going outside lines. I have to put my hand on the little, like you're the little kid. And I have to help you trace it.
I do have some of that in me. I could see that. I was like that in grade school. I was like that in grade school, high school. It was bad. But I didn't always have people to help me color between the lines.
If there's someone out there there might be someone out there that thinks I do bully you a little. It's like, gosh, she's harsh. And if there is, I don't feel that bad about it.
Do you think it's the
NFL? I don't feel bad. Not even that bad.
Do you think in the NFL people would like? Is that normal or would that be
attacked?
Would I? I feel like we would connect. Like you remember last week we were talking about the heart connections.
You would be like some food out in the wild, and there are a bunch of hungry dogs. You're the food. They're just going to try to attack you.
Who do you think I would have gotten along with the best? Like whose personality am I the most like? You never know where it's gonna. We didn't even. I'm just thinking it. I don't know.
I don't think there's a human being that I played with in the NFL that you remind me of. Really.
I feel like me and Rob Gronk would get along really well.
He's never been called the Gronk.
What do they call him?
Gronk's his name.
Oh.
He's never been called the Gronk. Never will, I don't think.
Gronk, we would get along.
You and Gronk would, because Gronk...
We have a similar mentality.
You have nothing close to the same mentality as him. There's actually... He's a funny guy, likes to laugh. I would say that's where the similarities stop.
I mean...
Like, to a screeching halt.
That's it?
Yeah.
We'd laugh, but we'd laugh.
You'd laugh, yeah. So, like, you could have a cool, like, 5 minutes, and then he'd probably be like, yeah, we're not the same.
Is he an encourager like me?
No. I mean, he's not like a discourager. But he's not going to go around the locker room going to each locker telling them that hey, I'm for you. I love you and I'm for you. Gronk wouldn't do that. I actually don't know a human. You always talk about stuff like, oh, would that have happened in the NFL? No. We're trying to win football games, and you can show love through not saying, I'm for you. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I think if there's someone that he's talking about, he goes, but I'm for them and I love them. Like, I never asked you that question.
But we got to be for people. Just like
fine.
We were talking about.
Fine. I'm for people, but I'm not. You say it in such a weird way that's like, man, I'm almost uncomfortable.
This reminds me of our conversation about how we parent earlier.
Bro, it is true. You and I parent like
I got caffeine running through me today. You know, you get that good.
You've had like a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's true. But that's not unnormal.
No.
But we parent probably a little different, maybe.
I would say you're on one spectrum. I'm completely on the other.
But we're both like, we set the tone with our kids, right?
I don't know if you've ever set any sort of tone.
Well, I've let them know who I tell them. Well, they know when it's time.
I remember one time.
They know when it's time for me to put the hammer down.
I was over there, and I don't know. One of your kids did something obviously not wise, something that could get them in trouble. And you might have not even raised your voice, like, and you look at me and you go, see, I'm tough, right? And I go, that's actually just how I talk. That's how I talk. And I was like, that is like when I'm being very nice. It was like, guys, we can't do that. And I'm like, okay. Like, I didn't know what you wanted me to say. I didn't know if you wanted me to be a good friend to tell you the truth or a bad friend to be like, yeah, that was really good. Your kids are really going to respond to that.
So you're saying there's a little more yelling on...
I don't know. I mean, I don't even consider it yelling. It's just like the volume might go up a little more. Have you ever noticed when like you're speaking or something, like if you're doing a public speaking, you did a lot of that with Hope. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you have a group of people, if there's a group of, let's just say you're in a group of 100 people.
Yep.
And this isn't like, I think you have to have some relational equity or something, but if you start raising the tone a little, are they gonna listen? Is it gonna catch their ear or is it not?
It's a good question. Or you got to come at it very...
I got to be honest. If I'm sitting and someone's speaking and they're just talking like this, and maybe if like there's some people that can do that and the Holy Spirit's going to like wreck everyone.
Yeah.
But true. Like if they're just like talking about something, it's going to be hard. It's snoozeville for me. Yeah. Like it's just like there has to be sometimes not that it's all about voice inflection. But if you raise your voice, there's a little bit more of a command.
That's why with my kids.
That's what I was getting at.
That's why. Well, so the other night I was talking to my kids, and I've told you this before. I think they don't know, like they love you. Obviously, you're over.
I'm a cartoon character to them.
But I think it's like I think they're like, wait, so you yell at your kids like you? Because I mean, my kids, right or wrong, we ask them like, hey, how's your heart? What are you feeling about this? Like,
I mean, I still talk to my kids.
I know you do, but it's like, how are we processing? Like, what's going on? Like, and like
man,
when
you're getting me tired thinking about some of the stuff you say.
It's like all those, I don't even know what else we say. We probably have other things. Like, it's like what's making you feel alive today? I don't know. Stuff like those are things
I've never said that.
That's stuff I ask. And then in there.
And by the way, neither's wrong.
No, neither's wrong. But they're literally going through, they're like, so Dad, because my son wants a phone. So they're like, so would you look at my text messages? I'm like, yeah. Like, what about with a girl? What if I get a girlfriend? Like when I'm like, because I think
no, we're gonna let you do what you want with the girlfriend text wise. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, Theo,
and I'm like,
we're gonna let you say whatever. We're not gonna look at that.
yeah. So then it brought it down to Danny, and they starts. Well, what would Danny do? Like, is he gonna like let his kids have phones and text girlfriends? Like, will he look at their stuff? Or I know he looks at them, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, he does. Well, what would he do if like they texted something that they shouldn't? I said, Danny would probably go and yell at them and throw them, probably ground them for a month and maybe throw them in their closet or something. It's like, what? Really? Like they like think this is true. We like, play it up, but it's like,
we do.
But it is funny. Like
when I'm over there, I act like I'm just like a drill sergeant. Like I'm a Navy SEAL or something. And I'm a Navy SEAL and my kids are like, they're in, you know, like in training or something. So I know I have a character that I have to keep up with. Like I get it.
Yeah.
And it's getting more and more fun for me. But like I'm like a character.
It is. Like,
it's like a make believe.
And they're like questioning everything. So what would happen if like one of his kids, if he found out like their boyfriend kissed him? I'm like, he'd probably go to the boyfriend and throw him into, I just make all these things up for them. And it's like hilarious, but I'm like, it would be a scary thing. I've seen you like turn it on a little bit.
Yeah.
It would, that boy would be intimidated. There might be some scare. There might be that boy might be a little.
If it's my child getting hurt.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything illegal, but I'm also going to let them know, don't hurt my child. I think that's fair, Blake.
Yeah.
I mean,
but kissing's not hurting, by the way. We're just saying, you know, we'll make it.
Well, I mean, you know what? I've got my 8th grader. That's the oldest I have right now. Like, I don't know if it would be the smartest thing to try to do something like that right now. This is not a threat. I'm wondering if it would be smart.
I'm just scared for that person. I'm just scared for her boyfriend. No, I'm joking. You'll be great with him.
It's so funny. My oldest and I sometimes have that conversation. She goes, "Oh, I know that there could be some people that are scared of you, but let's be clear. Even if we're talking about our kids, like I'm not that character that I've built up in the Land Fear kids' mind.
No,
but
it's funny.
I will say I probably have there might be a little more consequences than maybe you dish out.
Yeah,
but I mean that's just we're different.
We're different.
But as much as I may not, some people may call me strict or whatever, but I think the biggest thing is how much do you love your kids?
I think that's the thing.
And I promise you, even though maybe there might be a little more guidelines, I remember 3 years ago, I think it was, and I was just playing this up for Gia, my oldest, and I call her sis, because that's what I called her ever since she was born. I said, "Hey sis, you know your dad loves you, right?" She's like, yeah, and she's 5th grade or something, so like she's gonna just say, like at that point, she doesn't really hate her dad at all. And I go, I just want to let you know, here in the next 2 to 3 years, you're probably not gonna love me. Like some of the decisions, like our phone decisions are gonna be different than most of your friends.
Yeah.
Your availability to hang out with people might be different than a lot of your friends. And I just wanted to let you know, like, but that's because I love you. And we're very clear. Our kids know, they know the rules before it gets to that point. And that's the way I parent. Like my parents were more strict. Like my curfew was more strict. So like there's things that like I wanted to let her know, like, there's going to be times you don't probably love your dad's decisions. but that doesn't mean I don't love you. I'm only doing it because I love you.
Well, it's protecting. I think was it maybe, I don't know if we talked about this on
How
the podcast.
Crap are we getting to this
I don't know, but I was thinking about on the podcast the other way. Did we talk about like protecting people from their own decisions and like our kids?
I don't know if we did, but that's a
I think it's a
huge
great.
relief
We'll have to get into that sometime, but I think it's like when you said that, because obviously you played sports, and you know one of the things we see now is these parents that want their kids to play every sport or 130 games, and they're eight years old. It's like, is that protecting your kid from this? Oh, well, they love it. It's their favorite thing.
I don't know if
okay.
we did talk about
when
that.
I was a kid, I would have played every single day. I would have done a tournament every single day. I would have loved it. Would that have been good for me? No.
Terrible for you.
But it's like, but it's like right now we just are like, oh, well, they love it. Just because you love something doesn't mean it's good for you. I love going to a buffet. Do I go every single day?
Not every single day.
Twice a week.
Twice a week?
No, I used to.
Did you ever have Chinese buffet?
I love Chinese
Oh
buffets.
my gosh.
Did I ever tell you about the time? Did I ever tell you about the time where we paid in Burger King bucks and we told the person I was 12 and I was 16? Because I remember I didn't hit puberty till like I was like literally like 17.
That's a slime bag right there.
I feel bad about that. I went back there and made it right with them.
You did not.
I did. I went to his country and we drank tea together and we
none of this ever happened. But
No,
yes,
I didn't
back on the kid thing. My biggest responsibility is like obviously our relationship with Jesus and our wives. Okay, our biggest responsibility after that stuff is raising our children.
Yeah.
And there's certain reasons why you can only have alcohol at a certain age or smoke. We're not promoting this stuff. Smoke at a certain age.
But if Marble of Light wants to be our host or our sponsor, I'm joking. I'm not going to start smoking again.
Serious.
I'm not starting that after 17 and a half years.
But why in so many things do you have to be a certain age to decide?
It's
because we don't.
Our brains.
Yes, our brains. And it's like my biggest, not fear, but one of the more important things, because my kids love sports, is how do I protect my kids? Sometimes we have to protect our kids from our kids. Mm-hmm. You have to protect your kids from everything, but
Yep.
the thing that we don't talk about is protecting your kids from their kids. And I would have played every single thing growing up, but my parents protected me. I had opportunities to play on every state, national.
Same here.
Yeah.
Up until about 5th grade.
Yeah.
6th grade.
Yeah. 13-year-old running in the Junior Olympics or whatever. So yeah, I think that's, the way we parent our kids is obviously we have to ask God, be like, hey, like how do I parent? Everyone's going to parent differently. Like you and I, we're on completely different, but that's how God's having us parent our kids.
We both when they come into our rooms.
The wildest thing is,
we didn't even know we were going
What was the show
here.
on ABC called? Was it Trading Spouses?
Yes.
You said that one time, you go, what would my wife have to deal with? She goes, my kids and my wife would just fold.
No, you go, I think you said, you're like, your wife would fold.
Well, I did say, no, because you asked me.
Would.
You asked me, I said she'd fold.
She'd fold.
She'd struggle. And it's not because I'm mean.
No, but your wife.
She thinks you're intense.
Yeah.
You are adorable. You are one of the cutest, most adorable men in the world. You're
saying I'm not intense?
There's so many times when he says people are intense. This is in business too. Like business owners, like, oh yeah, he's intense. And I'll be like, this is terrible that I do this. But I'm always like, so like, what's your definition? What do you mean? And you'll be like, you'll explain stuff. And I go, yeah, bro, like that's kind of how I am. And it's like, it's a struggle for you.
But I enjoy it.
But you enjoy it. We're not trading spouses. That'd be weird. Probably not very biblical.
But it'd be hilarious.
But it would
Remember
be a
that?
funny
It was
watch.
about the show.
It'd be a funny watch.
Would be hilarious.
It'd be a funny watch. And I think the thing that
See, these are things like I get in my mind.
If you somehow got in my home, there'd be 5 kids. Even though my wife thinks I'm a kid, she'd have to be like, get to bed. Go in the basement, Paul.
Probably true.
My wife might be a drill sergeant if you were present.
That's all right. What were we going to talk about today?
Oh,
there's other stuff
guys,
too.
Been working out again at a different level.
I mean,
at a different level.
How do you even say how you feel right now? Like, what do you feel in your brain? I feel so great. Like, you've probably...
My brain feels good.
But, like, have you, like, just working out like this?
My body is confused.
My body is like, Paul, what are you doing? And I feel like I'm just burning calories right now, too.
So, I don't.
You don't? Oh, yeah. Well, you've been through some...
I don't
We've probably been through some different workouts.
I'm burning calories after the workout, but I'm saying right now I do not. I feel like I'm drinking calories in my coffee because I put in...
Did you?
I put in creamer. You're not a creamer guy.
Black coffee.
Blake, give me a nod if you're a creamer guy or no. Ooh. I'm soft.
See?
That's probably why my stomach's starting to feel softer too.
Intense people like us. We just drink black coffee.
I go with heavy whipping cream and syrup, maple syrup.
Do you?
And then you know what else I do? A pinch of salt.
Oh, once you get intense like me, you'll just do black coffee.
I've done just black coffee before.
Don't you kind of like it?
Not a ton.
See, I crave it. I literally do. You know how much I drink. I just drink water. I crave probably some oral. What do they call that? Where you like always oral fixation.
Yeah, I don't know if we need all the listeners to hear that you're orally fixated.
That's why I always
that just felt out of line. Don't cut it. But that's my business partner, Paul Fear. He's orally fixated. That's why you were.
So I'm chewing this out.
But that's also why you smoke cigarettes.
It is,
and why you destroy heaters right when you woke up.
All of that is 100% true.
Oh God,
I could sometimes pound 2 or 3 heaters down like in a row, like so quickly. It's a gift.
It is a gift. It is a gift. You could, if we were, do you think you'd still have the lungs to smoke a pack of cigarettes in like hours? Like,
no,
you could.
I could. I'm not going to, but
hey, we were talking about, this might be since you shared a funny little story about your kids, I think I got to share a little story about mine. This is last night. I'll tell you what, guys, my 2 youngest, 2 girls, my 2 youngest last night, it was 11 o'clock or almost 11 o'clock. And they were in our room saying they didn't know they couldn't sleep.
Did you grab them?
I couldn't have been more annoyed with anything in the world. I am trying to sleep.
You didn't pray for them? You didn't say, come here.
Oh, we pray for them, but like, I don't, after a couple times in there, it's not,
that's true.
I'm not a Coddle McGuire like you.
I woke up the other day with one of my kids laying in our bed.
How old?
9.
I mean, it would have to be the craziest dream in like a tornado for our 9-year-old to be in our bed. I mean, it would have to be like bad.
I think it was.
I would. You know what I've actually told my 10-year-old when she couldn't. I'll get back to the story. This was another time she couldn't sleep. I said, "Go sleep in the basement." Then I said, "If you're going to keep coming in here, just go sleep in the basement. Like on the couch, could be in the other bedroom, anywhere in the universe that was inside our home. Go sleep." Because it was multiple times.
How many times does it take where you just then you just want to lose it?
I mean, my losing it isn't it probably what you think it is. Like, it sounds like you think I'm like an NFL defensive coordinator losing it. I'm not like that. Okay. But like, you get in, it's the 3rd time. It's like, I don't have bandwidth right now.
Yeah, you're trying to sleep.
I don't have bandwidth for a child in my room telling me they can't sleep. We'll pray with you, then you're off. But that's the first time.
Yeah.
You don't and that's what they want. They're like, "Hey, would you pray with me that I could sleep? I don't know how to sleep." Yeah, I don't know how to sleep either. Like, close your eyes. Oh, and they're like, well, what if I don't get enough sleep and I'm tired at school? I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to be tired at school then. You're going to be really freaking tired.
Yep.
And I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, last night they're both at it. And I am like about to lose it. This is like time 3. Our 10-year-old comes in and says, I can't sleep. I just don't know how. Mom, pray with me. It's like, oh my gosh, we've been through this. It's like, what's going on? She's like, well, Hope says I have to sleep with her. Her 8-year-old sister is getting bullied into sleeping with her.
Because she's 10. She's 8. The 8-year-old saying,
and she goes, she says I have to. I go, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can sleep how you want to sleep. And she's like, no, she says I have to. I go, Hope, get in here. Like, what are we doing? How can you, number one, how is this 8-year-old controlling a 10-year-old? And the 10-year-old's strong.
She's going to be a leader.
The 10-year-old's strong. And I go, what is going on? She doesn't have to. How are we making sense of this? She goes, God told me to. God told me that she had to sleep with me. I said, I love that she's listening to the Holy Spirit. I do love that.
Yeah.
I think she might have got a little fuzzy on that.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was playing like telephone or something. But I said, no. I don't think he told you that.
No.
I think you're about to chime in. I think you have an idea of what to do. I don't know how that is. But I said, no. Maybe you had a conversation with God and you said, God, I'd really like her to sleep with me. And then maybe somewhere along the line she thought that's what he said. I didn't think it. And then I go, if you guys come back in, if you guys come back in all weekend, no technology at all. And on the weekend is the only time they really get technology. No shows. I go,
would you have followed through? I'm just joking. You're
not joking. It would have been followed through. And I said, I promise you. I said it like 3 times. I go, I promise you, you will not watch a TV. You will not get on a computer. You will not do anything. I go, understood? They go, yes, Dad. They go, yes, Dad. I go, if you come set foot in our room one more time, you will not have any of that. And do you think they slept pretty good after that? Like babies. Slept like babies.
Do you know what's funny? I think it must have been something in the air last night.
What?
Because it's weird, Blake. This could get bad. But I did this.
Hey, earmuffs, Kobe.
I did this.
Earmuffs.
I did the same thing to my wife last night. I go, God told me you're supposed to sleep with me.
And how would that work out?
Oh, she fell asleep. And I kept crying, saying, I think God told me you're supposed to sleep with me. Because I couldn't sleep well. Oh. Do we ever do that as men?
What? Do this?
Do you think our audience knows what this is?
Babe, do you think could you sleep with me? If I did that.
Do you think our audience knows?
I'm pretty sure our audience knows. I don't think most our audience is under the age of 10.
No, I don't spiritually manipulate my wife into sleeping with me.
It sounds pretty manipulative.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would.
But would you?
No, I would.
If Emily was on here, would she? Now, you might maybe try to manipulate that, but just not successful.
Well, I'd probably say it more like something. I'd probably say something else. I'd probably. Yeah, I'd cry. No, I'd put the crying. No, I
was like, it's like, if you would cry.
No, normally what I would do is.
This is what you were doing earlier. If you did that, I don't think we could be business partners.
Can we read the Bible, the Song of Solomon's, real quick about the wife sleeping? Oh gosh, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
That is fun. It is hilarious.
Hey, everyone, just so everyone knows, this started with my 8-year-old saying that she needed her older sister to sleep in the same bed because she was scared, to Paul trying to manipulate his wife to sleep with him. Sleep.
But no details, but I don't have to do that. When you were a stud athlete like me,
if you guys are, the kids are at grandma and grandpa's.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They're going to be today. They're going to be today.
Are you guys going to pop on some 7th grade highlight film?
I didn't know where that was going, but yes.
But yes, you're going to get your old VCR out.
Yeah. Will I be in my backyard in my pads and wearing a jersey? Yes. Will I come inside wearing that? No details. Yes.
Yes. Of course you will.
Of course I will.
Are you guys going to be out on the town wherever you go, any restaurant?
I'm trying to think where to go.
No, but are you going to go out and any man that you see, kind of like back when you're 13, or you be like,
I'll race you.
I'll race you. Do you want to race?
What do you think people... That's a great idea. Hey,
That's
Blake, we should do that someday. We should literally go around and ask people if they'll race me.
Bro, we got to get your Achilles healthy.
Yeah, that's true. But I am. Our working out, everything we're doing. I told you, I said, I feel like I could try out. We should at some point talk to Matt Rule about me trying out for the Huskers. I have some eligibility left.
If I did that, there would be zero friendship left.
Do you think you would lose all credibility?
If I personally would put my name on an idea like that for a Class D high school team, I could ruin any reputation I have in the football world.
But he told us anything I need, he'll help with.
Yeah, he did say that, and a lot of people say that, and I've heard you say stuff like that to people that you don't mean.
I generally do mean it, though.
Unfortunately, you'll say it, and unfortunately, you'll follow through. I don't know if you,
which has caused me a lot of overworking.
I don't know if you mean it in the time,
a lot of overworking.
Then when they reach out to you, you're like, oh yeah,
a lot of overworking, a lot of stress I've put on myself from doing that. That was the guidelines we talked about earlier. That's where that's where you and my wife have to help me.
It's almost like the Tesla, or Ford or whatever, the smart driving.
Yeah.
Where you click on the cruise and you don't have to touch the wheel, and you'll stay in the lines, and you can even put the blinker on and it'll get you in the other lane. If you didn't have that, you'd still not have your hands on the wheel.
It could get bad.
There's nothing better than driving on the interstate and having one of those, a smart cruise.
I'd love to experience that someday.
You do that without smart cruise sometimes in your life.
It's true. But that's
not a compliment.
At some point, we're going to talk about submission, not in a good way, not wrestling submission. We're going to our lives being open and submitted. Our lives being open and submitted at some point. I think there's something about having that. I think there's something about having that in your life.
I think there is too.
But we'll go there someday.
Yeah, we might as well. Not submission we weren't going to talk about today.
No.
That's for another time.
I think I've said four different ideas we're going to go through at some point.
Bro, yesterday
we got to keep going.
Yesterday he's like, "Man, I really think we should share this on the pod." This morning when we get here, I go, "What was that you shared?" He goes, I have no idea. I have no idea. But then I think God put something on our heart. We had some cool things happen yesterday. And this is just a quick little scripture reading. It's in Matthew 6:26. It says, well, let's start at 6:25. It says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? I think that's a really, really, I think it's a good scripture to live by. But how many times in our lives do we worry and stress? And it's like, it even says like, wait, like, how much more do I care about you? God's saying, how much more, or I think it's some red letter stuff. It's Jesus saying,
Jesus.
How much more does God care about you if he's taking care of the birds? That's a wild one to kind of wrap your head around.
Yeah, I feel it's like, it's weird when we read those and we realize there's a command behind that's like, don't do this.
Yeah.
Like like you said, it's like, how many times do we do that? I was doing that like crazy over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I was just like, for no reason. Like if I really think about it, it's no reason. It's like, I'm worried about a year or two or whatever, I'm like trying to like plan out my life so far ahead.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
How well has that worked? Because you're a futuristic guy.
Yeah. It's my number one.
You found that out on your strengths test.
It's my number one on strengths. And it's like, I am. But it's like, I really think I told my wife there's something about being present every single day. Mm-hmm. Like, so today it's like, we could look and say, all right, I got to plan, do all these things. It's like, I think it says one of the verses in the Bible is like, yeah, Lord willing, those things happen. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, we have today. Like and it's like, will God provide? Yeah. Like, will he make a way out? And it's like, and I think that's the question. If we take that responsibility off us, like, and we give it to him, I mean, it's so freeing. Yeah. How do we just do that? Like, how do we, I don't know. Is it something we just have to fight through in our lives? Cause I fell at it all the time.
I don't think it's something that I hope our lives are given over to God, but I do think that, I think it's an everyday thing, because I think there's so many things in our lives that it's like, I just keep messing. Yeah, we do keep messing up.
Yep, it's life.
Like, that's life. Hopefully we mess up less.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about like surrendering our lives over to God, making him the actual Lord of our life, how many times in our day do we put someone else in that rightful place? Or something? How many times have I put golf in the rightful place on the throne of my life? A lot, probably. Is that something I'm proud of? No. How many times have I put my wife or my children on that throne? And then think about that. So my kids and my wife are sitting on the throne.
Yeah.
Where's God?
Yeah.
That's a wild thing to think about, because he's the one that gave me those kids.
Yeah.
And my wife.
Yeah.
But I think it's I'm saying
he might care a little bit more about them than we do, is what we're saying.
He might a little, but it's like, that's an everyday.
Yeah.
I have it written in my notebook. God, I have to surrender everything to you every day. This isn't like I surrendered because if I look back in 2010, I remember I surrendered my life to God.
Yep.
But it's kind of a daily practice that we have to do those things, because us in our nature in human beings it's pretty about self.
Yep.
So it is hard to get to that.
Well, and thinking about provision, it's like money's the number one thing. I think that's why God talks about it, that really shows, I think, on this
where
our heart is on this earth, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why I think when it's that verse, it's like, don't do this. It's like, we have to remind ourselves every day, we are not our providers. Mm-hmm. He's our provider, and he will come through. And it's like that, and here's the thing. I've learned this, and this is my process a lot with you, is generally how he comes through is a lot different than how I want him to come through. But yet he comes through.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's another thing I have written down is, and it's kind of just handing things over. Mm-hmm. Actually, like, your dad does an awesome job of the whole surrender, and it's like almost having like the keys. It's like having he uses car keys as a illustration, and like, it's basically giving the car keys to God, like with an open hand. It's not throwing it up and then like you have nothing to ever do. It's like an open hand. And then basically what God does is he puts his hand over it too. And he like kind of just operates in life with you. It's such a tough thing to do though on the daily. I have to surrender. I have to surrender. Like I have a list of things like, God, I surrender my life to you. Which is all things, right? But then I start stating it out. Like I surrender my kids to you. I surrender my wife to you. Actually, last year, I remember, this is totally off topic kind of ish, but I remember the Lord speaking to me during a Sikh night or whatever. We just have worship. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I don't know if I'm hearing from you. And he goes, have you surrendered 2 of your 4 kids? And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I surrender everything. He's like, well, what about these 2?
Wow.
And I was like, oh, could we go back to the other conversation we were having? Because I felt like I got kicked right square in the nuts.
Yep.
And I had to like talk with him about it. And it's the same with money, same with anything. I was like, you're right, I haven't.
Yep.
I've had control of this one, and I've had control of this one. And God, you have the other 2, and I know you do.
Yep.
But these 2, I think I'm going to take care of, because I care about these 2 more than you, God. And I think he right then and there, I mean, I was in shambles, just bawling, and I was like, sorry. Here's this one, and here's this one.
Yep.
And it's the same thing with everything we have. I have to surrender my kids. I have to surrender my wife. I have to surrender my money, because my money's not my money.
Yeah.
Every dollar that I have is his. And it's like, I have to go in that every day. I have to every day, like, hey, my bank account's your account.
Yep.
And I hope it's fine.
Yeah.
But actually at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because if you really actually care about birds, you're actually going to take care of me. I'm going to have food. I'm going to have clothes.
Yep.
I'm going to have whatever I need.
Yeah.
Because you told me that.
Yep.
You told me that you're Jehovah Jireh, the provider.
Yep.
You've provided. And you provided when I was a kid. You provided when we had no money.
Yeah.
Or when we needed things. And God would regularly show up.
Yep.
He'd regularly show his faithfulness. And that's one thing, that's a wild thing, it talks about in tithing and whatever, testing God with your money.
Yeah.
Man, like, that's a hard one, but when you do, he hasn't yet, and I know there will never be a time, but he hasn't yet not followed through.
Yes.
Like, I remember random $500 checks coming to our house.
Yeah.
Not checks, cash.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know who they were.
Yeah. When you were like, this was when you were a kid, you guys didn't have a lot.
No.
Your dad was a teacher.
My dad was a teacher.
Your mom didn't work.
We had 4 kids.
Yeah.
My mom would do random stuff on the side just to make sure we could get groceries or whatever it is, or pay the $25 for the basketball league I was playing in. But every single time, and I think that's a wild one to wrap your head around. And until you see it, like, man, I got to see a front row seat to what God does, to God's provision. Because I wasn't earning money for the family.
Yeah.
But I had a front row seat to his provision. And I think it's when we let go of it where, if you really think about it, when we let go of it, it kind of provides room for him to do what he does.
It's the truest statement ever. I think it's like like with our business over year and a half, whatever it was, it's like we said, or it was actually, no, it's this year, but it's like I kept seeing that number 727 all the time, 727.
Yeah.
And I remember
that's what we're going to talk about.
And we were just saying like it's like the whole 2 Samuel 727.
Hey,
God's the builder.
One thing quick.
Yeah.
When Paul's saying he kept seeing 727, we believe that the Lord talks to us. We believe that the Holy Spirit talks to us.
Good context.
And sometimes it's a way, if we keep seeing something, or we keep seeing a scripture, or we keep feeling something, a lot of times that's just an impression that God puts on your heart. The 727, the wild thing with this,
it was
like a year or two that you kept seeing the number.
I kept going 727, 727.
Never
remember
happened.
that? And I'd go like this, 727. You remember that?
And that's how the 6-7 started.
What's that?
You started singing it, and you're a TikTok.
That? That's what I saw. No, I'm just joking.
He's a TikTok guy, and
no, I don't have any.
He doesn't know anything about social media.
Yeah,
go.
But it's like we kept seeing that, and I was like, man, what is that? And then like before one of our closings, and we were just we didn't really know how much. Yeah, I was like, and all of a sudden we see it's like we're reading. I think were we reading one day or so? We were down. I don't know if we were praying.
7-2. I know exactly.
And we were like, and we read 2 Samuel 7:27 or what was it? Were you? Okay,
7:27. This is the wild thing. I'm telling a story about Paul's walk with Jesus that he doesn't know, it sounds like. Anyways, he kept seeing 727. Out of the blue, we had a business close, and I was actually in Tampa, Florida on hole 2 of a golf course in the middle of the fairway because I had a good drive. But I think I hit the shot, or it was right before I hit the shot, and Paul calls me, he goes, it closed, and I had no idea. Like, God showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It felt like some people can laugh at this.
Yeah.
But that is like a type of thing that happened when I was younger. Now I'm in a different financial, but God doesn't care.
Yeah.
God doesn't care if your financial situation's a little more well off or like you have no money.
Yeah.
He's going to provide. And God provided on that day.
Yeah.
And I remember you were in Florida too, because it was like a vacation time, and God kept talking to you and just kept saying, build.
Yep.
Build.
You're right. That's what it was.
And we get back and we have like a nice little conversation. You're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because Paul's a feeler.
Yeah.
Paul is a feeler. And he felt like God was saying to build. So he's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm supposed to build. And
so I had Legos in front of me.
So
I'm joking.
He bought one of those cool Lego cars and started building a Lamborghini. No, but he said something like, God told me to build, don't know what it is. And we kind of processed it together.
We did.
And I go, I don't know, man. I feel like God's wants to build our business. Or like, I think I said something to that extent or whatever. I was like, maybe it's this. Maybe this is happening. Maybe he's building this in a different way. And then that's when after we talked, probably within like 5 to 7 days, you read 2 Samuel 7:27.
You're right. That's exactly how it happened.
Kind of preface it.
And it was like, I read that, and basically that chapter is, I'm going to get this really wrong. Actually, I don't really know.
This is going to be great.
I don't know off the top of my head what exactly the chapter is about, but it goes into 2 Samuel 7:27, and it talks about.
You want me to just read it?
And but it says God is the builder. Basically, it's God is the builder of the house. So I think I'm a person, like probably some of you, that thinks they have to, you try to control things, or you have these outcomes you want. And when we actually realize God is the builder of the house, it changes things.
Yes, and
we had to realize He's the builder of our business.
Yeah, and the thing is, no matter what we do, we could be the most talented people in the world, and it just doesn't matter. And I think more than anything, we as the people who started the business, we want our lives and our everything to look fully surrendered.
Yeah.
We want our business to be fully surrendered to Him. We want our business to be like, nah, we're going to do our best with everything that we have.
Yep.
But and as we've seen it in the 4 years that we've worked together, almost everything that we've done, not almost, I think it has been everything that we've done, God has brought to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't say that, like, there's maybe certain relationships that we had or certain like favor that we had because what God has done in maybe our lives.
Yeah.
But we haven't really wooed anything.
Yeah. Well, we don't, and I joke around like people I say, when you we tell people it's like, you're going to war. This is hard. This is not easy. And some people think it's like, oh, it's going to be this. Somebody told me it's going to take this long. It's just this easy. It's like, okay, find out. And that's, I think, a way people try to like, I hate that. It's like, I think we try to be authentic where it's like, this is not easy and it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
And I think that's yeah.
And you know, another thing, I'm going to share it just because I think it's another thing that happened very recently. And someone called Paul back, and just a group of people we've talked to, and we had maybe talked to them about another company or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
We get a call, and we're thinking we're kind of forecasting the next year. We've talked about it, and we're like, you know what? God's going to provide. God's going to provide. We're not going to worry about it. God's going to provide. Yes, we don't have anything that's selling right now, currently. And with our business, if you don't have something currently, you're like, oh,
well, we have like tons of stuff.
No, I know, but I'm saying nothing like closing.
Yeah, this month. Yeah.
So then you start thinking of like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, are we going to have some things close in like 2-3 months? Yeah. But like, you still think of things.
It's crazy.
And yesterday we get a call that, because not even really because anything we did.
Yeah.
We get a call that we're going to, in good faith, pay you money.
Yeah.
That is nothing we did.
Yeah.
Like that's what I remember my parents, someone walked up to our door, said, hey, God told me I was supposed to give this to you. It's an envelope for us. It was $500. I still remember to this day. We walked back out to see him, literally seconds, and he was gone.
Wild.
I think no matter what anyone believes, like that's like an angel. That's like God put a messenger on earth, said, man, the Woodheads really need $500 right now. And because they have no money, they have a bill or they have groceries they need to buy. I was telling you, yesterday felt like that.
It felt like that.
It felt like, and the thing that's so cool about it is I really don't believe he cares what situation you're in.
I don't either.
Whether you have only a little, or you have more than you expected to have, like he's gonna be the Matthew 6:26 regardless of what you do.
Yep.
Or regardless of where you're at. He's not like, oh well, yeah, you have a little bit more wealth and you don't need anything else.
Yeah. Yet it says
God can provide for anyone.
Yeah, isn't there a verse like, in the days of latter rain, pray for rain? It's like, why would he say that? It's like latter rain, that means tons of rain. In the days of tons of rain, pray for more. It's like, like we have to, like God doesn't just, it's not like he's just sitting there like, okay, because you did this, I'm going to just give you a little or this. Like we could get into some theology on that, but that's not how he works.
Yeah. So. And the thing is, it's not like, I don't think there's this formula of, oh, pray to God and you're going to get tons of money. No.
Yeah.
He is the provider.
Yep.
Whatever you're supposed to have, you're going to have, but you're going to be okay.
Yep.
And we don't know how it's going to look.
Yep.
Like my parents, because they had 4 kids and my dad was a teacher, didn't have excess.
Yep.
But I will say this, my parents are okay now.
Yeah.
And it looked different. The way it got to that, or the provision might look differently now than it looked 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Or not 20 years, 25, 30 years ago. Forgot I was old. But he still does it.
Yeah. So true.
And it doesn't matter if you're 65 and have 20 million in your account. God can provide for that 65-year-old person.
Yeah.
It may look different, but when you feel the heart of God, you feel the heart of God.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter where you're at, because when you feel the heart of God, it rushes over with emotions. Like, man, like
it's amazing.
I have this creator who created me, who really deeply cares about me and wants me to feel that same feeling when I was 8.
Yep.
Or if you haven't felt that same feeling, There might be someone out there that doesn't even know who God is.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't even know if he's real.
Yeah.
Maybe God wants you to experience that feeling.
I think that's our word for today. It's just like whoever it is who's listening, I feel like God wants you to know like he's going to provide for you. Like their provision is coming and he wants you to experience that. Because that feeling, like, and while people say, oh, it's not about feelings. No, God actually wants you to know he loves you. He wants you to know you're seen. Like he wants you to experience that.
Yeah. And I think
100%.
I think he wants our hearts.
He wants our hearts.
Like, even with this whole situation, I was like, dude, like all we're trying to do our best at, like we're trying to do our best in our business. We are. Like, if you know Paul's a grinder. I was undrafted. We're grinders. We like to work. We like to work hard. But more than anything, like what our focus is right now, and I think all our focus is like, man, I just want to know Jesus. And if I know Jesus, I'm probably surrendering my heart to him.
Yep.
And the thing that's great about this story and this surprise thing that happened to us is there's also times where we don't have wins.
Yeah.
But if we don't have wins, God will make wins happen. And that's really what has happened with us. And I think the thing is, it can also be a dare, kind of like we had. Like, I dare you to kind of hand over your heart, hand over your life, kind of surrender it, and just kind of see what happens. I promise you, you're going to be taken care of in some way. Doesn't always look like financially, but he's going to provide something. He's going to provide food. He's going to provide whatever you need. He's going to provide.
Couldn't agree more. It's a good word.
Like, I don't have anything else.
That's a good word, Pastor.
Pasta.
We're just going.
We're done. No, we're done. He can cut it.
Oh, cool.